Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto Chris YouTube channel. Right now, while most people are still arguing whether Bitcoin is a good investment or not, some of the world's largest retailers are quietly moving to accept it as a payment. One of them is a massive supermarket chain in Switzerland now integrating the Lightning Network. This isn't about hype. It's about real-world adoption and most people don't even see it coming. So here is what's happening. A supermarket giant in Switzerland has started accepting Bitcoin payments via the Lightning Network, and they're part of a group that operates in over 13,000 locations across 48 countries. That scale alone is mind-blowing, but what's more interesting is why that makes so much sense. Supermarkets typically operate on razor-thin margins around 10% on average. So when a customer pays with a credit or debit card, the 2 to 3% transaction fee cuts deep into the already tight margin. Now imagine replacing that with Lightning, where merchants' fees are basically zero. That seemingly small shift from 10% to 13% margin is actually a game changer at scale. When you're processing tens of thousands of transactions per day, the extra few percent can mean the difference between just surviving and scaling profitability. And here is something even more powerful that most people overlook: instant settlement. When someone pays with Lightning, those sats hit the merchant's wallet immediately. Final and done. Compare that to traditional card payments. Sure, their customer's account is debited instantly, but the business might not see the money from 2 to 5 days depending on weekends, holidays, and banking delays. Also, imagine running a supermarket or a cafe. You have already given away the product, the groceries, the coffee, whatever. The customer's money is technically spent, but you as the business don't get that money for days. That's the system we have accepted, and that's ridiculous. With Lightning, you skip the middleman, you keep more of what you earn, and you get it instantly. That's not just efficient, that's liberating for businesses, especially the ones with tight margins. And honestly, this is how mass adoption sneaks in. Not through headlines about ETFs or price predictions, but through real practical utility that solves actual business problems. And I think it's going to be these boring use cases like supermarkets that drive the next wave of real Bitcoin adoption. And also look one thing, as a business owner, that system is insane. You provide a product or a service today, your customer pays today, the money leaves their bank account today, but you don't see the cash until the next Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever. So 5 days, maybe later, maybe 4 days, and it's wild to me that in a world where I can live stream in 4K from anywhere in the planet and reach a global audience in seconds, we still accept this slow, outdated banking infrastructure for basic payments. And the craziest part, no one even talks about it. And maybe you wonder why. Because most people, you don't even know this leg exists, and let alone there is a better way. That better way is actually Bitcoin on the Lightning Network. Some people can ask if maybe a Spar Group is a good stock to buy right now at around $1 a share. Honestly, if this Lightning integration helps them increase margins and profits, then I would say yeah. Logically, it could be a good investment. But here is the thing. I personally wouldn't buy the stock. I would rather just own Bitcoin directly. Because let's say Spar keeps accepting Lightning but also holds onto the Bitcoin they earn, well, now they're just not saving on fees, they're potentially stacking an appreciating asset. If another grocery chain doesn't do that, they're going to fall behind. So now we are talking about competitive edge that compounds over time. And no one is going to walk into a Spar store and say, oh wow, they accept Bitcoin, I'm never coming back. That's not how it works. This is the kind of evolution people miss because it's not flashy. It's not the headlines like Bitcoin hits $200,000, but it's real. It's happening at the levels where actual economies function. And once people understand this system, once that Lightning goes on their mind, you can't unsee it anymore. It's like suddenly realizing, wait, why have we been doing this the hard way the whole time? So that was the main thing I wanted to talk about today. I think it's really significant news, even though maybe you are not going to see that news all over the place, but still, I think that's gonna have a big impact in the future. If we take a look at the Fear and Greed Index, we can see that we are again in fear at 32 and sitting at around $85,000. I wouldn't say that we are in fear actually, I would say that we are more neutral, but this is what this index shows. Also, if we take a look at the prices, Bitcoin sits at just above $85,000, so $85,000 and 100 something. Ethereum just above $1,600. It's up almost 2% in the last 24 hours. XRP is just above $2. BNB just below $600. Solana is up 4.5% in the last 24 hours and also up 5.4% in the last 7 days. We have Dogecoin that practically didn't move in the last day, but it's down 6.7% in the last 7 days, and Tron that's pretty much stable. So the biggest winner we have some meme coins again. We can see like meme coins again, and pretty much no really big winners. And from the losers, no losers actually. Like Bitcoin Cash and Ton are the first two, but only 0.3% as well as Doge. So pretty much nothing is falling down today. In the end, it's not about the Bitcoin's price today, it's about the revolution happening behind the scenes. Supermarkets, businesses and retailers are adopting Bitcoin for real-world use, and the Lightning Network is the key. Once the world catches into this, there is no turning back. Thank you for watching, and understand one thing, the real change starts with understanding the power of Bitcoin.